Hello. Um, I am going to walk you through your backpack defense assignment sheet and rubric. Okay, starting with the assignment sheet. Here are the questions you need to answer in your defense. Your guiding questions are: which backpack artifacts am I most proud of, and how have they prepared me for the future? So, in the assignment, you're going to have to pull out 3 artifacts, and for each of them, you're going to have to answer those 2 questions. Which am I most proud of, and how have they prepared me for the future? General requirements for your defense are as follows. Your defense must be at least 5 minutes in length and no longer than 10 minutes. Okay? That means you're going to have to practice, you're going to have to time it, you're going to have enough stuff, but you can't go on and on forever either. Number 2, you must be professional in appearance and manner. That's just asking you to try to look presentable and present yourself professionally. Number 3, your defense must have a slideshow created using Google Slides. That's a must, and I'm going to attach a blank slideshow to the assignment in Classroom, so it'll be there waiting on you. Your defense must include, number 1, an introduction of yourself and of the defense. Introduce yourselves. Okay, so that could include, obviously, your name. What pathway are you in at Waggener? Have you done any extracurriculars, clubs, sports, etc.? What are your interests, even? Okay, who are you? Tell us who you are. Number 2, provide a summary of your defense. So people need to know what you're doing, right? So tell them about the defense. You can give us a short explanation of the backpack. You can tell us what guiding questions you're going to be answering, which are right at the top here. You can give us a brief overview of your artifacts. Okay, prepare us for what we're getting ready to hear. Okay, so give us a summary of everything you're going to be talking about. Number 2, you need to present your ACT scores. Okay, if those ACT scores don't meet benchmark, then you need to present artifacts that show that you're proficient in senior level math or English. You'll need to reach out to your math or English teachers to figure out which artifacts would do that for you. Maybe it's test scores, maybe it's rubrics for a project. You're going to have to ask them. If your ACT scores are solid, though, just present them. In your defense, if there's any growth from one ACT to the next, please talk about that. Any preparation you went through to get ready for the ACT, please talk about that. Like, even if you're in the ACT course here at Waggener during CAT, please, by all means, tell us all about that. That would be super helpful. Okay, number 3, you have to have an artifact from the Prepared and Resilient Learner folder. Okay, so from folder number 1, the red one, you have to provide 1 artifact. For that artifact, you need to answer these 4 questions. Question number 1, what is the artifact? So explain the artifact in detail. Tell us all about it. If it's a paper, an essay, a report, read some of it if you can. The defenses we've seen when they've read things, it's felt really nice. So please do that. Tell us all about the artifact. Number 2, why are you proud of it? Explain why the artifact you're presenting is one that you're particularly proud of. You did choose it over something else, probably. So tell us why it means something to you. Number 3, in what ways did the creation of this artifact help you become, in this instance, a prepared and resilient learner? Okay, resiliency, picking yourself back up when you fall, right? Hopefully it's a project, or hopefully it's an artifact that shows that you've had to do multiple drafts, you've had to keep working on something over time. So please speak to that. Number 4, in what ways did the creation of this artifact help prepare you for the future? So it's supposed to have helped you become a prepared and resilient learner, or shows that you are one. So tell us how this particular artifact, that experience of creating it, has helped prepare you for the future. That could be in college, some other form of higher education, out in the workforce, or even in your relationships. Okay. All right. Number 4. Skill folder number 2. So you have 5 folders left. Effective communicator, globally and culturally competent citizen, emerging innovator, productive collaborator, or a school signature item. By the way, school signature item, those are our certifications that you earn going through whichever pathway you're in. Okay, so from those folders, just choose one folder and one artifact from that folder. So you can't choose prepared and resilient learner, it's off the table, but you can choose any of the other ones and choose one artifact. Once you've chosen it, all you do is answer these 4 questions again, but in regards to that new artifact. Okay, and then here on number 3, you'll just replace prepared and resilient learner with whichever folder you choose. So for example, in what ways did the creation of the second artifact help you become an effective communicator? Okay, then you would tell us how this presentation, the speech you had to give, whatever it was, helped make you a more effective communicator or help showcase that you are in fact an effective communicator. All right, skill folder number 3, which is our number 5 here on the list. It's the same thing. You're just going to pick one of the 4 folders that are left. Okay, 3 artifacts from 3 folders. Conclusion, what's your plan for the future? Present what you plan to do and all the goals you'd have to reach to make that plan come to fruition. Okay. And then thank your panelists for being there and all that good stuff. Okay, if you go down to the rubric, you're going to see that it is just a representation of everything on that assignment sheet. Okay, your introduction, to get a 4, you need to introduce yourself in the defense extensively. That means you really need to paint a picture of who you are and have a really solid summary of your defense. You've presented ACT scores, and honestly, those scores just show that you're crushing it. Okay. Artifact number 1, you answer each of those 4 questions for that artifact thoroughly, meaning no stone unturned. We feel like we know everything about it by the time you're done. A 4 for artifact 2 is the same, just regarding artifact 2, same for 3. Conclusion, you present clear goals for the future and a clear plan to achieve them. Lastly, other requirements. Okay, time requirements. If you're within the 5 to 10, that's a 4, as long as you were professional in appearance and manner. Okay? All right, I think that's going to do it. Thanks, guys.